Hi, this is Eric Martin, Report Game Geek. I'm here with Max Seidman and Lisa Much from Resident Im, looking at Visitor in Blackwood Grove. Title kickstarted in 2017, out now, soon have distribution in Target.
Yes.
I know that, I've been talking to the Target store about that. Congratulations on that. It's a good pickup.
We're really excited. It's coming out on August 1st at Target is the goal. So we have a little bit of it here and we're showing it and people are excited. Hopefully getting them excited for Target.
Okay, maybe give an overview of what we're doing.
Actually,
are we the visitor or are we trying to find the visitor?
We are each one of the roles in the classic Alien movie.
Okay.
So one player plays the visitor, they're the alien. One player plays the kid who's trying to save the alien, feels the Earth tremble, rides her bike over to figure out what's going on.
Okay.
And save the alien. And the other players all play agents, different agencies, here to arrest and probably dissect the alien.
Okay.
Actually, the game takes about 5 to 10 minutes, so let's play as much as we can.
All right.
That's the best way to show.
Okay.
So, first thing we need is everyone draws 7 cards.
Okay.
So go ahead and grab 7 cards off the top of the deck.
Oh, you already have some?
Yep, we got it. So, the alien has crashed in the woods outside town. I'll be the alien. Only 2 groups know of my existence, the kid and the agents, the FBI over here.
Okay.
You guys show up and you find there's a force field surrounding the board. Or surrounding the spaceship, I guess. You pound on the force field, you can't get through. So you start throwing things at it, because what else are you going to do? Maybe you pull a can of Coke out of your backpack and you toss it through. Maybe somehow you have some broccoli and you toss it and it goes through as well.
That's right, I didn't want to eat it for dinner.
Yeah. You just kind of put it in your pocket. And you have these bricks and you throw them and they bounce off.
Okay.
Your goal is to figure out the pattern of what objects go through and what objects don't. The first player to figure out is the winner. As the kid, if you figure it out, I also win. We're on a team.
Okay.
As the agent, if you figure it out, we both lose and you win, because I'm going to get dissected and you're probably grounded forever.
Yeah.
So,
I'm going to have an FBI record from a very young age. Exactly. So, you as the alien are setting the rules for how to do this?
It's called a pass rule, and it can be literally anything I want. Okay, a couple exceptions, but mostly anything I want. But my goal is to make it hard enough that the kid does get it. I'm sorry, hard enough the agents don't get it, but easy enough that the kid does get it.
Okay.
So
we're here just to show this board.
Sounds good.
There you go.
All right, okay. So imagine this is a nice and easy one. Imagine you see that the broccoli and the Coke goes through, but the headphones and the bricks don't. What is it?
Something you can eat.
Things that are food, yeah, that's an easy one. Okay. I'm going to make one that's much harder. So I'm going to look at my hand. Let's see.
And so we clear this off.
We can clear that off. Yeah. Okay. All right, I got a good one. We'll flip 2 cards randomly from the deck to start with. I've made my rule. We've got a flower and we've got a flashlight. I'm going to tell you that the flashlight is in, the flower is out, and I've made my rule. We're ready to begin. FBI. The FBI can either try to prove the pass rule and say they've got it.
Okay.
I don't recommend doing that the first turn. So instead, she's going to pass me a card secretly. It's called testing. I will look at it. I will tell her whether it goes in. It does go in. So in the game, things that go on the board are always in. In are always on the board. If they match the rule, they're on the board.
Okay.
In this case, the agents are sneaky. So they're going to give cards privately, and then we will mark them with their token. And the people who have face-down cards can always check those.
Okay.
Kid, your turn is different. Show us the card and guess whether it's going in or out. At this point, you have very little information, so it's
yes. I have some gold bricks apparently, or is this wood?
Those are gold bricks.
I have gold bricks. I think they go in.
You're right.
Oh yes.
So
awesome.
Now you have a choice.
I should keep that gold really into throwing it away.
You're a kid, you know. Who cares?
Yeah,
you don't
but
need money.
I have no value.
So you can end your turn there. If so, you'll go up 1 trust because you predicted 1 card correctly.
Okay.
Or you can go double or nothing. Do you want to play it risky or you want to play it safe?
I will play it safe right now.
All right, you go up 1. Whenever you move up, you get the rewards underneath the spot that you move up to or pass. So in this case, you draw 2 cards. Yep.
Okay.
And eventually, we're going to unlock some powers. For example, at Trust 2, you unlock the power to prove the pass roll. That is to say, win the game. You can't win until you get 2 trusts.
Okay.
All right, on my turn...
What are the penalties, if we guess? Is it just a wasted turn, or do you
yes.
suffer?
Let me get to it in a second.
All right.
First, on my turn, I will show you a hint. And I'm going to show you that the alien somehow got a brain, and we're going to show you the brain doesn't pass through.
Okay.
All right. So, the FBI's turn again. So the FBI could try to prove the pass rule. If Lucy knows it, she can basically flip over 4 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, instead of saying the rule verbally, because there's a lot of nuance there, and it's unimportant to me if you like guess the rules. Things that cost more than $50 versus things that cost more than $55. Those are basically the same thing, right?
Right.
So instead, you flip over these 4 cards. I will mark behind my shield which ones are in. You will say which ones you think are in, and if you're right on every single card, you win.
Okay.
The penalty.
Because you're close enough.
Yeah, you're close enough. You need to prove it. You don't need to say it. You need to prove it.
Okay.
The penalty for any of the agents, if they get it wrong, is that we get 2 trust.
Okay.
And there are 4 bits of information now on the board, which could help. If we get it wrong, if you get it wrong once you get to 2 trust, there's actually no penalty except a wasted turn.
Okay.
This is a good time to mention. If I make a rule that's really, really, really easy, you're gonna get it immediately. If I make a rule that's really, really, really hard, nobody's gonna get it.
Right.
So when I run out of cards in my hand, and I'm never drawing cards, the game is over and all the agents are going to win by default.
So we get 7 turns.
Exactly.
All
By
right.
7 turns, you need to have guessed it.
Okay.
All right. So agents are going to test a card. We have the secret card. It is out. And again, we can mark it with a little FBI token. Kid, back to you. So,
All right.
3 trust is a really good number. See if you can get us to 3.
I think this is out.
The top hat is indeed out. You are correct.
And I'm going double or nothing with a shirt, because that seems very similar to a hat.
You think it's also out?
I think it's also out.
You're right.
Okay.
So you can go up to triple or nothing. I recommend you stop there.
Okay, so that would move up 2 spaces to 3 trust.
Exactly. You'll draw 4 cards.
Okay.
And we've unlocked 2 powers. The first power, as I said, is now you can try to prove the pass roll on your turn. It's how you win.
Okay.
But more importantly, for me anyway, on my turn, I get to look at my hand, and instead of showing a card to everyone, show one just to you. So I will show you this card,
Yes.
and we can perhaps show the viewers without showing the agent. That card is going to be in.
Okay.
So go ahead and put it face down right here on the board, and we'll mark it here.
Oh, Scott was looking away. Okay.
All right. And we'll put the kid token on top of it. Again, you can check that card whenever you're ready.
Okay.
All right, back to the agents. So as you can see, it does go really fast. We're testing another card. I think this is out.
All right. So, I mean, in theory, also because we need to wrap up the demo,
Yeah, absolutely.
I could
Let's
try to
prove
win.
it. So, proving it doesn't come from your hand. You can't just look at my hand and be like, I'm sure about these cards. You
Yes.
have to do it with random cards from the deck.
That makes more sense.
2, 3, and 4. So we have a submarine, a wheelchair, some fire, and an envelope.
Okay.
So I would secretly behind my...
I'm going to move ahead so I don't
Go ahead, do
know
it.
what's there.
So I'm ready. So the ones you think are in, you push towards the board. The ones you think are out...
I think these 2 are
So
in.
just like that, you don't even need to really just do that.
Okay.
Because now I left my screen and we see if they match. They do indeed. So, these go in, you sweep in, you get in the spaceship, you fly us to safety.
Yeah.
The FBI has to go back to the boss and
In
say,
your face.
we were thwarted by a kid. We wasted all this money. What was the pass roll?
Something with it being reflective.
Very nice. So this is a
seemed
great
like
example.
some sort of metallic thing that would be
It was things that
reflective.
contain metal.
Okay.
So that's a great example of how you got it, even though you couldn't phrase it, which is why it's important
Okay.
to be able to do the proving. That's Visitor in Blackwood Grove.
All right. Thank you very much, Max and Lisa. There you go.